Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies Podcast with your host, Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey everyone, Shikha here. Another episode on my podcast, the Millionaire Hippie Podcast. Welcome. So today I wanted to speak to you guys about putting yourself out there. Now I know being vulnerable and being honest and being open in an online forum can be extremely terrifying to a lot of us. We're always interested in keeping things private, and that makes sense. I am a very, very private individual myself. I'm an INFJ, if that means anything to you. So I like to keep things close to my chest. And I've noticed that because of that tendency of mine to keep everything close to heart, not share anything, I've actually lost out on a lot of close relationships. And I've actually lost out on some connections that I could have made if I was a bit more open. Because I'm so afraid of opening myself up, I've lost out on a connection that I could have made with someone where I could have been a little bit more vulnerable. I could have told them something about myself because they were sharing something vulnerable about themselves with me. It's a give and take relationship. Human beings are all about give and take. And a lot of times, if you want to be a little bit bolder and have that connection with an individual or with a group or with a community, what you need to do is you need to put yourself out there first. Now, that's not a tendency that a lot of us have, for sure, because what we have a tendency to do is we're waiting and we're watching. And we're waiting for someone else to put themselves out there first. And if they do that, then we get permission to put ourselves out there first, right? Out there second, sorry. But what if that person never puts themselves out there first? What if the onus is on you? And why are we always putting the onus on someone else? Why are we always putting the burden of being vulnerable first on someone else around us? I have decided myself in my life that I'm going to be always the first one to be vulnerable in a relationship, in a connection, in a community. It's going to be on me. I'm putting the onus on me first. Because I always have a tendency to tell other people or ask other people or wait for other people to be vulnerable first. And then I give myself permission to show my vulnerable side, to show my weak side, to show that side of myself that I'm ashamed of, that side that maybe is not as strong as I want others to think of me as. But why is that? Why am I always waiting for other people to show their side first? Why am I doing that? Because in a lot of ways when I do that, I am not trusting in the universe. I am not trusting in that connection. I am not trusting in the humanness of all of us. I am saying to the world that I don't trust all of you guys, so I'm going to wait and see what happens and show and prove to me that I can trust you first, and then maybe I'll show you bits of pieces of myself. I don't like that strategy. I don't like that because it means that I am waiting and watching and waiting, and that waiting is exhausting. Because a lot of times what I need to do is I need to show parts of myself even when other people are not being vulnerable around me. Because I need to show parts of myself so I can give them permission to show parts of themselves to me and to the world. The onus is always going to be on me because I am here showing you guys the path in a way that I have found it to be. I am in the online forum and I have a following already. And so what I need to do is not hide anymore. I need to be vulnerable in the manner that everyone can relate to. This is the reason I'm doing all these videos, guys. This is the reason I do these podcasts. This is the reason I share all my thoughts with you. All of my deep, dark secrets, which feel so terrifying to me. But I'm doing this because I want to give you guys permission to start sharing as well. I'm hoping that you guys will see that I'm being vulnerable and I'm sharing my private thoughts with you. And then you'll realize that it is all right. You have permission to do the same. You don't need to wait for someone else. I've already opened up the forum for you. I've already opened up this area for you so you can have this safe space and you can tell me what is going on with you. Tell me your vulnerabilities. Tell me what you're ashamed of. Because I talk about that stuff all the time. Shame is a big topic for me. I love Brené Brown's book, Daring Greatly. I read it all the time, and I'm always intending to open up to all the shame that I've felt over the past few years as a girl, as a woman, as a daughter, as a sister, or whatever it might be. So much shame about my body, about my self-esteem, about where I am in life, about the fact that I'm not married, about the fact that I don't have a baby, or I don't want a baby. All of these things cause shame. All of these things cause vulnerability. But if we hide all of these things inside of us, then we'll never ever have a connection with another individual ever again. We need to show these parts of ourselves, these vulnerable, shaky parts of ourselves that we are ashamed of sometimes. These parts of ourselves that are maybe a little bit weaker than we want the world to know that we are. I am an extremely strong personality, but that does not mean that I'm strong all the time. And that's what I'm trying to show to the world. That being strong doesn't mean that you're strong in every single moment of your life. Being strong means that you show parts of yourself that are weak, vulnerable, ashamed, shameful, whatever it might be, and you show parts of yourself that are strong, bold, courageous, because that is the yin and yang of life. That is what life is all about. Whites and blacks, all of the different parts of us intermingle together to make who we are, right? So if I only show you guys that I am the strong individual, the strong female that is trying to change the world, that's inspiring the world, then will you really connect with me? I don't think so. I connect most with those individuals on the online forum who show me the vulnerable parts of them, who show me that they're not always strong, who show me their tears, who show me those private moments where they had a breakdown. Those show me those moments where they had a meltdown. Those are the people that I really, really connect with. Those are the people that I want to be friends with because I realize that I can have a connection with them because they are similar to me. They are like me. They're weak in some moments. They're strong in others. They have moments where they just want to sit and bawl their face off. They have moments where they're crying for no apparent reason, but they just want to cry and get it all out. They have moments where they feel that nothing they do is working. And why are they banging their head against the wall? Why are we making our lives so hard? Why do this online business thing when you could just go back home, live with your parents, have an easy life, and work a 9-to-5 job? Why are we doing this? Is doing all this stuff to get stronger, but we are still weak in some moments. And I want you guys to see this vulnerability of mine. But I'm also trying to show you guys that if you are not vulnerable yourself with the people around you, maybe just in your relationships, with your closest relationships, if you're not vulnerable with your work, if you're not vulnerable with the things that you do in your daily life, you're not going to make the strong, solid connections that we will have if we are vulnerable, if we show those parts of ourselves. But I realize absolutely that it is terrifying. I am not saying that it's not going to be one of the hardest, one of the most scariest things that you're going to do in your life. Every single time I'm vulnerable, I hate myself after. I feel like I should have been stronger. How could I show people this part of me? Now they're all going to hate me, they're all going to judge me, and they're all going to leave me. I always think that. But what happens in reality every single time is that my relationship, my bond with that person, with that community, with whoever it was that I showed my vulnerability to, grew stronger. So strong that I look back and I think to myself, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I share parts of myself that were vulnerable sooner and faster? If I had only done it sooner, I would have had this amazing connection, stronger, faster, better. So I want you guys to do this for yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be in an online forum. It could just be with your partner. It could just be with your sister. It could just be with your mother. It could just be with one individual. And start off there. Notice how strong your relationship becomes when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and show those parts of yourselves that are tender, that are weak, that are a little bit scared, that inner child of yours. Show others what you're all about. You're not just a strong, beautiful individual walking through this world. There are some parts of you that are maybe ugly, maybe scary, maybe a little bit shameful, but that's what makes us human. We're not perfect. And if you are showing to the world that you are perfect, then you are doing not only them a disservice because you're not showing parts of yourself, but you're doing yourself a disservice. Because that means that when you have these moments where you need to share with the world that you're having an awful day and you just want to throw things and cry about it, you're not going to be able to do it. Because you've shown to the world that you're perfect and you cannot break that perfect persona then. So what you need to do is do it gradually. Every time you do have a moment where you want to share with the world that you're having a crappy day, share it. Tell the world what's going on with you in a real fashion, in the true fashion. What are you? Who are you? What are your vulnerabilities? When you do that, the world is going to open up to you. And I believe that because I've seen it for myself. And I want you guys to see that as well. So I hope that this podcast helped you. Again, my name is Shikha, and this is the Millionaire Hippie. If you guys are interested, you can join my free Facebook group, the Millionaire Hippie Club. If not, I'll talk to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.